How did this come off, in your opinion?
Well, it was strange at first, Skip, because I forgot all about it. I remember seeing Zion Williams, and I'm like, peace. And then it's like, oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, Skip, I really did. I totally spaced it. Skip, and True Holiday, Reddick, and Josh Hart had said their names, talking about, basically talking about the women. They're talking about Breonna Taylor, Athena Jefferson, and Sandra Bland. They're talking about the women that have lost their life brutally. Mm-hmm. But Skip, I just hope the jerseys are a reminder. I mean, some of them, when I see Ally, I'm like, that's easy. Are we talking about the bank? So there's some that are more, that differentiate themselves. I don't have a problem, Skip. I don't think anyone is more important than the other. If that's what you want to draw attention to, the NBA has given you 29 different choices. Obviously, a lot of people felt they would like to have their own, but the NBA, excuse me, I said NFL, NBA. But LeBron said something very interesting after the game, Skip. He says, the thing is that what normally happens is that we get outraged for a little while and then we take our foot off the gas. Mm-hmm. He says we can't take our foot off the gas in this situation here. Yep. So hopefully, Skip, I'm sure there's some kid at home and he probably looks at his mom or dad and says, well, I thought his name was Williamson, or I thought his name was Green. And then the parent is going to have to, hopefully can explain it to him what that slogan on the back of the jersey actually means. And so hopefully something good come from this. But at the end of the day, as LeBron says, we got to keep the foot on the pedal. Mm-hmm. It's full speed ahead.
So from the start, you and I differed on this because you get tired of symbols and gestures.
I do.
And just it doesn't mean anything to you. And I told you, this is intended, to me, for the white community. Mm-hmm. We need constant reminders on games of this kind of magnitude when everybody's waiting for 5 months to see real basketball, National Basketball Association basketball. The white people need to keep saying, ooh, oh, yeah, oh. And for the NBA to force players to pick from what I considered a generic list was just wrong. Mm-hmm. This is the time of personalized and individualistic expression. It's a time for each player to come up with something that is dear to his heart. Remember, Jaylen Brown expressed negativity about this. So did Mike Scott of the Sixers. They said, we have our own list. And Jaylen Brown read 4 or 5 different ones where I said, ooh, I like that. I like that. And again, the NBA was a little concerned that you could step off the cliff. And maybe if you start wearing certain names on your back, maybe the family wouldn't be that comfortable, and maybe you would leave out some other victims.
But the NBA allowed them to wear with some of the victims' names on the back of their jerseys.
Okay, but you've got, say, her name was Donovan Mitchell. So okay, I get that. That resonated with me. Mm-hmm. But to your point, all these generic peace, equality, freedom,
education reform.
Okay. After a while, it became annoying to me because some of the players, especially for Utah, coming off the bench, I'm like, who is that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's equality.
Yeah.
Okay.
You probably needed your name on the back so we can know who you are. We know who Zion, we know who some of these guys are, Skip. But like you said, some of them are very generic, Skip. But at the end of the day, I think what the NBA did, Skip, is that it said, look, we're going to give you 29 because we don't want people. I know, we have an idea, but what if somebody says, well, all lives matter? Then you got uproar. Blue lives matter. Skip, so I think that the end.
I don't think that would have happened, but maybe.
But you know what, Skip? I would have thought that during the pandemic, wear a mask to try to get this thing under control. So to say what people will or won't do, I'm not willing to go there anymore.
Okay. So in the end, it didn't resonate last night like I thought it would.
Yeah, no.
It came off as sort of a forced choice. Mm-hmm. It came across as ho-hum. It came across as my partner had forgotten about it.
Yeah, I did.
And I thought these could be, back of the jersey billboards to continue to send the message, especially the white community, at least to the non-black communities, to say, hey, this, hey, that, think about this, think about that. And then you could say, ooh, Jaylen Brown said that. And Mike Scott said that. And that resonates with me because that makes me think about it. A lot of these, like Zion was peace. Okay, So
That's so generic.
okay, I don't know what to do with that.
Skip, that's what I mean. I think the thing is some of these guys, Skip, they want to say something, but what is the thing that I can say that I'm gonna catch okay, everybody love peace. You know, Skip, I mean, the universal sign is the peace sign. So Skip, I mean, and so, yeah, I want to show something, but I don't want to, I don't want to I don't think anybody's going to give you criticism for having peace on your back. I don't think anybody's going to give you for equality. But when you start stepping out and says Black Lives Matter, that's when you're going to get the blowback. That's when you're going to get the negativity coming your way. So I think some guys wanted to do some things, but they didn't want the negativity that would come along with it if they went too far,
okay.
or what some would deem too far.
I'm going to co-sign on Danny Green's, which you can see
How
right
many
there.
more? Yes.
How many more? That
Yes.
works.
Yes.
That says something to me. And again, Black Lives Matter is great, but we get that everywhere, every day. I need an individual message that will make me sit back and ponder it. And I need to be consistently reminded of it. And now I don't even know how far we're going to go with this.
Right.
It seems
it's
like
for 4 games,
Yeah,
and
I guess so.
if you want to, you can continue. If not, you can go back to your government name.
now it feels like lip service to me.
Yeah,
Now it feels like a pat on the head. You guys do. You can pick anything off this list.
Right.
And you can do it if you want, for 4 games. But after a while, this is going to fade away, and we're going back to names on the back.
At the end of the day, we want real change. I know everybody says, there are a lot of companies that says Black lives do matter, but I want to see your hiring practices. I want to know what you're going to do to try to empower these communities, the Black, the Latino communities, what you're going to do about the LGBT communities, the trans community. You say that, Skip, I see better than I hear now. I heard what you said, but I'm going to see the diversity in which you hire. I'm going to see the diversity. Everybody like I said, Skip, it's a good time now because you can say it now and really, everybody, yeah, that's right. But I'm going to see over the next couple of years.
I hear you. You're right. Okay. I was especially looking forward to seeing what LeBron put on the back of his jersey, because when he speaks on racial justice, I listen.
Right.
I think the white community listens to LeBron.
Right.
And he was so sort of nonplussed by this. He was so disappointed in the NBA because they said they didn't even ask his input into this, that, oh, you're going to make me choose one of 29, I'm out.
Right.
So he went with James.
Right.
Okay? You missed the boat on this. You missed a great opportunity, and it's going to come and it's going to go, which is exactly what you don't want to hear.
No, I don't, because at the end of the day, but I don't think these guys are going to let it go, Skip. I think people now are more determined than ever, and they realize this is a great opportunity. We lost a great icon in John Lewis and C.T. Vivian from Atlanta, and they've been fighting for this since the 50s. And here we are still fighting. We've come, Skip, if you got 1,000 miles and you've gone 10 miles, how close are you to the finish line? There's still 990 miles to go. And we've made some progress, but not nearly enough to say, you know what? Communities, minority communities, impoverished communities. Yeah, we can see change, because we don't. They look at it like you take a Shannon Sharpe, you take a LeBron James, you take a Serena Williams, and it's like, but the white communities don't do that. They don't look at Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates and say, well, they made it, we good. No. They keep trying. They keep getting generational wealth. So, and that's what we want. We just want an opportunity to accumulate in America.
Yep.
So when that flag flies and home of the free and the brave and all that America's supposed to encompass, blacks and minorities say, you know what? Yes, I feel like I'm getting a piece of the pie also, a fair piece of the pie.
All I can tell you is that right now the door is cracked open.
Yes.
But that's all. It's just cracked open.
Oh, we're going to run through this thing. November 3rd, we coming through.
You better vote.
We coming through. I would have to take off. I would have to go there and pick people up. That was my grandpa used to do. I don't know if you can do that now, Skip. He used to go pick people up and take them to boat.
You can do that.
Well, we'll do that.
Okay.
I really want you to do that, Shannon. Get a bus, go around, make sure everyone gets involved. I feel like that could be a good job for you.
I don't think I need a CDL license to drive a bus, do I?
The conversations are being started, and I agree that seeing those messages, hopefully it starts conversations in homes, because change happens within families. I think we've mentioned that all along, guys.
Download the all-new Fox Sports app now.